Okay. So this is for Pisces, Sun and Moon and Rising, the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus as well. I've already pre-shuffled. Today is July 15th, 2020, and the reading is for the second half of July 2020 for Pisces. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what is it we need to know? What do we need to learn for Pisces? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities. For the highest good of all those concerned, transmute, transform, transcend, and clear, and fill with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for Pisces, 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 Pisces. Pisces, okay. So Pisces for the second half of July 2020. Just so you see, these cards popped out. All right, King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands upright. So I'm going to shuffle just one more time or two more times. Pisces, second half of July 2020. This is for Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, first card out of the gate for you is the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, no fears. The challenge is the Five of Swords reversed, which is good in the reverse. What is your foundation, Pisces? The Three of Cups. So you may have been doing some celebrating, perhaps last night. And the recent past is Strength, which is also a Leo energy. The crowning position, your now moment, is the Six of Wands upright. Perhaps you're going somewhere. And what's coming up for you is the Ace of Wands, right? Inspired, big passion, igniting the flame. You see yourself as the Page of Pentacles, perhaps the student of life. And what's around you, or how might others see you? We have the Eight of Swords, which is good. This is releasing yourself from anxiety, fears, prison, whatever prison you hold yourself in, or actual prison. And the blocks that you need to clear have to do with the Chariot. All right, and she looks a little bit annoyed, waiting for things to go forward. It's like someone waiting outside of their friend's house who are taking forever to get ready and come out. And although this is a Cancer card, I always get this specific one as a Scorpio woman sitting in the Chariot. So maybe some Scorpio energy there too. And then we end up at the Judgment card, okay, making a decision, or a big announcement comes in, perhaps a wake-up call here, but in a positive way here. I like the Judgment card upright. Reversed, it kind of makes me a little crazy. So what's connecting to whatever's going to be left hanging in limbo at the end of the read? The connection is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So this is the connection. All right, this is delayed new starts, time, money, and effort, holding that stuff back. And then what's left hanging in limbo at the end of the read is the Three of Pentacles, which may be issues at work, not getting along, or financial issues with work, or not having work, or third party through work. All of those kind of energies come up. And then you will have another card, and it may be more than one depending on what that card is. And we're going to give you the bottom of the deck too, which is the Nine of Swords. So somebody might be stressed out, suffering in silence, up nights, not sleeping well, headaches, crying, whatever it is. It's like Rapunzel in the tower. You have a wise old owl there at the window to give you advice. I don't know if you're listening to that advice though, but the owl is there for you if you need them. And I'm going to give you a little backstory on what's been going on here. And then we're going to go forward. Looks like you're going forward too. All right, there's positive energy here for sure. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed in the underlying energy before the bottom of the deck for your read. All right, so this was going on before. It may have been somebody getting dumped, or just someone in the dumps, feeling overwhelmed, pushed to your emotional limits. They're just crying. They could be tears of joy as well. There's going to be someone who's peeing a lot or vomiting a lot as well. Any liquids coming out of your body. But just really purging it out. And this could be one big purge too, which can be a very good thing. It can be very cathartic. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, so the 7 and 8, so this all have to do with practical day-to-day and work stuff and money. And then we have the 8 of Wands, right, the arrows of love, but they can also be expressing feelings, a lot of energetic back and forth, whether it's an energetic connection or just a lot of communication or travel. This is like fireworks energy, which keep going off on a regular basis, so that's kind of a staple for all of us these days. But it's that 10 of Wands, the Atlas energy of the weight of the world upon your shoulders. But there may be some real fireworks going on in your life about to happen, but you may be nervous about it. This could be, you being stuck in your head about stuff too, when you should be excited. So remember that anxiety and excitement can have the same feeling, right? Anxiety can be the same as when you get excited, your stomach gets nervous. So remember to just, all it takes sometimes is just a slight little maneuver of perspective here. And the mouse is being shown here too. I don't know if somebody's afraid of a mouse. We have a mouse and an owl and a squirrel in the tree here. So they're all calling you to come outside and play. You're stuck up in this tower here and they're saying, come out. This is in the tree, like looking in your window, and here's the mouse inside your house saying, come on, you have to come play with me. And then you have the owl at your window. All of the animals are there for your guidance. They're telling you things about what's going on with the energies. So pay attention to the animals around you. This is definitely reaping the rewards of your efforts, and perhaps working as well into the night. Maybe you're working too hard. There's a lot of energetic exchange here, which is a positive thing. And then again, like I said, you could be preparing for fireworks to be set off, and you may be very nervous about it or upset about it. Just depends on your perspective. So perhaps it was a lot of work to get this firework display together, or whatever other kind of fireworks you're planning on setting off. This is the Gilded Tarot. We're going to clarify with the Mini Rider-Waite, and we have oracle cards at the end as well. So why are you held up in the ivory tower there? And the recent past is being strong, perhaps being strong, holding some very strong passions back, a lot of passions going back and forth, perhaps working very hard. It's like work hard, play hard is what I'm getting there. But now it's like too much. There's some stress going on. Being strong in the past, and then the foundation is the 3 of Cups, having celebration, happiness, coming together with others. But then it's like when you go to bed at night, you have worries on your mind for some reason. So why? Because everything else is positive. And then you have the sword, the Ace of Swords in the middle of your read, reversed. So whether that's some kind of split, or just feeling divided in thought, like maybe you're not sure what your beliefs are on something, or just needing clarity in a situation to really cut through cut to the chase, cut through the BS. Perhaps you need to write down what you're feeling in order to clarify things or make a list. And the challenge is the post-war energy. So that has to do with the post-war cleanup, the PTSD that's involved, the looting that's involved, and just the cleanup that needs to happen. Just because the war or the battle's over doesn't mean there's not more work that still needs to be done. So in your crowning position there, we have the 6 of Wands upright, which is good news that comes in, leading the way, getting attention, success, and the glory, and being an example, really. It's leading by example. And then coming up is the Ace of Wands. You're passionate about something. There's some new passion coming up here. And you really are empowered to become the student again, to learn something new, or allow yourself to be a perpetual student of life and free yourself from your thoughts. Allow yourself to not know something and learn again. So maybe you were upset because you thought you knew what you needed to know, or you had the education that you wanted to get. Maybe there's something you want to go back to school for. or just empowering yourself in general to learn that you have knowledge at your fingertips, whether it's going within and your inner knowledge, or the internet and being able to look anything up at a moment's notice. You have it all at your fingertips and you're inspired to free yourself. And the block for you is the Chariot. Maybe you have a little block about boldly going where no man's gone before. Or maybe you're worried about somewhere where somebody else is going. Maybe you didn't get it before and maybe now you are getting it. There is an announcement, a judgment, a wake-up call to action that looks very good. It looks like positive news, but at the same time, it's not quite ready to happen. There's a delay or holding back of money, time, and effort, or even holding back a new life because of work issues. And that, again, like that could be financial issues, getting along at work, or not having a job, that your job's not available anymore, anything like that. So what is it you're going to do next? And maybe there's an unexpected announcement here. Let's see. That's really good news. All right, let's see here. Why do we have the the Nine of Swords as your underlying energy? Why? We have the King of Wands. Let me clear up the screen a little bit. So we have the King of Wands reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, which came up in the underlying energy, and then the Temperance card. So this actually can be a Sagittarius male. It also could be someone who's just really exhausted, right? This could be someone who's sick, exhausted, or angry, or just having a bad day, reaping rewards of their efforts, daydreaming about what they want to do next while they're really tired. And then this is someone impatient, not patient, or a fallen angel. Or it's not or it's, what you're doing, maybe you thought this is what you wanted, to be able to reap these rewards. But you're finding it's not the higher love that you were after. And that's the energy I'm getting. Maybe something you thought would be your crowning glory isn't actually what you expected. Maybe it's not what you want anymore. But you're trying to figure out how to go forward with what you have. Whatever money you've saved, do you want to invest it? Do you want to go back to work? Do you want to retire on a budgeted income? Does that make you happy? So that may be the stress that you're dealing with, but you're dealing with impatience, being tired, perhaps some anger issues, and against illness if you're sick. But I'm not getting a whole bunch of that. We have the Strength card upright, and that would be maybe you were sick in the past, but now you're strong, or you just weren't sick and you're just tired, and maybe a little bit of anger there that you need to release. All right? And this can be anger released as well, but these are all positive in a positive way. Releasing that energy by working out, by taking walks, by meditating, all that stuff. But this is really physical stuff here. It's all very wandy. And work as well. Maybe before you were working in a very physical sense, like just a job that requires your body to do a lot. But it may not be available anymore because we have the work issues over here. Or just your finances are draining at work. Maybe you're not making as much as you were. And let's see where this is going. So why do we have the Strength card in the recent past if you have the Nine of Swords? So here's that Page of Pentacles here. So this is someone in need of money, opportunity, help. But this is about learning to empower yourself, how to help yourself. And you are. But this is coming up of being strong before, running back to the past, or running back to someone you used to count on to help you go forward. In need of help, money or opportunity, and then freeing yourself. Perhaps just not having money, or being turned down for a loan, or didn't get into the school that you wanted, but freeing yourself anyway, even when there's uncomfortable feelings. That doesn't need to entrap you. You don't need to be strong and be brave. You need to just allow yourself to be free and open. But at the same time, these uncomfortable feelings can make you feel anxious and imprisoned. And this is the prison you're releasing yourself from. And we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So we have the King of Wands reversed and Queen of Wands reversed. So this could be two people in a relationship. It could be siblings, right? But there is a common bond there. They're both tired, sick, or angry of feeling imprisoned or feeling anxiety. This could be anxiety issues that people share, like it's a common bond between friends where they both have anxiety issues. and learning from each other. And it could be two people who've been sick too, who are related. So why do we have this Three of Cups in the foundation for Pisces? Well, you're bonding, and this could be, again, this could be best friends, soulmates, siblings who were really tired or not seeing eye to eye. Perhaps there was some anger from the past that they needed to deal with, but there was bonding that happened since then, all right, of really coming together. This is very sweet memories of childhood, your best friend, your soulmate, your kids, all right. This is really beautiful energy with the Three of Cups. It's like coming together and rising above the rest, right? Even if you're not sleeping, anxiety, up at night, when this person comes into your life, it's someone you can always count on to be there for you. And it allows you to drop all your burdens, okay? And this could be your, like I said, it could be friends, a sibling, a soulmate, whatever it is. It's a beautiful coming together. Maybe you were with your friends last night you haven't seen in a long time from childhood, or just someone that always makes you feel like everything's right with the world again. So why do we have the Ace of Swords then in the middle of the read, reversed? Why does Pisces have the Ace of Swords reversed in the middle of the read? Okay, well, here's love being offered from two that were previously left out in the cold, perhaps injured, ill, in exile, or destitute. Perhaps somebody who doesn't have a lot. It's like someone with an example to you, perhaps, or that you're the example of not having a lot, but still being able to give a lot of love. You don't need a lot to be love, to offer big love. And this could be between two people. This may have been what was going on between the two that are coming back together now. Maybe these are the two lovers out in the cold, so it doesn't matter that they're out in the cold because they still have each other. But this is someone, maybe sometimes one friend gets stubborn or stuck, and then the other friend is injured, and you're not really there for each other because you need to kind of deal with your own issues, but you can still offer love. And it's being stubborn too, and someone just wants to help and offer their love. And sometimes we resist that because of pride. You know, we don't want to be made wrong. But this is someone, it looks like the person up ahead, they're just not working, or they're being stubborn, and the person left behind feels hurt or injured. So it's like getting past your pride, and even though you feel like you were the injured party and the other person did you wrong, that you can still offer love. It's like being confused because you're of two minds. You just need clarity as to why there was resistance there. Because the coming together has already happened. But this is you feeling like you're still not quite clear on where the love came from. It's like offering love to the past, offering love to a Leo, someone who's just being strong and suffering in silence. So why is the challenge the Five of Swords reversed? So we have the Queen of Swords reversed, and this is the War Widow upright. So she's already grieving here, but she's in her truth, she's in her integrity, and this could be someone who's just she was already wounded, and now she's doubly wounded. She could be just silent here, gone silent, or this could be someone also who's not in their truth, who's lying to themselves, but this also can be someone who's verbally abusive. And this is the war being over. After the war, there could still be some lashing out or silent treatment. Someone gone silent because they don't know what to say. They're not really clear on the relationship. And this could be depression, loss of hope, or even arrogance here. A need to heal. A need to heal. They need the truth in order to heal fully. So after the war, even though the war is done, it's someone who still needs clarity to understand why it happened in the first place. And then we have the Hermit reversed with the Three of Cups reversed. And now here's the Three of Cups upright. But before it was reversed, this is over-isolating, hiding away, being antisocial, not participating. And now, like a breakthrough with whoever wasn't participating, now being allowed to be part of the group, understanding what was actually going on. Sometimes after the war, people hide away because there's other people out there looting. So we have the PTSD, we have the looting issues, and then there's cleanup detail, right, after the war. And none of those are jobs that anyone particularly wants to experience, but we all have to kind of go through it in order to get out the other end. And everyone experiences these things in a different way. So it's definitely hurt, depression, isolation, feeling like you're going crazy. And we're all dealing with this because it has to do with the COVID war, because this can be the infection that things are letting up now, but you're still confused as to why it happened in the first place. And that can happen on an international level, on a national level, but even in your home. Why is that happening? Even though it's over, I want to understand. So the Six of Wands in the crowning position, why? And there's Judgment reversed. So somebody was definitely stuck, vacillating, not making a decision. There's indecision here, which is keeping you stuck in your head, unable to find peace. But then when you have good news, it allows you to go forward again. This is, again, in the aftermath of fallout, feeling stuck, not knowing where to go, confused, right? Stuck in your head, stuck in your emotions, because everything's a mess. What do you do now? It's just you're confused. But then here comes this good news out of nowhere. And here it is again, confirming it. So out of the aftermath of disaster comes, right? This is the messenger that says the war is over. The good news, it's over. Right? The war is over. That's confirming it again. But people are vulnerable when the war is over because they get confused. They don't know why it happened, and they don't know where to go. Maybe they don't have a job to go back to because now that job doesn't exist anymore. There's a lot of vulnerability here. This can be shyness, feeling rejected after the war, right? This also can be someone who's spoiled and entitled. There's a lot of different perspectives there, a lot of confusion after the war. So why then here is there an Ace of Wands? And that's Pisces energy too, the Page of Cups reversed. Feeling confused because even though everything's good now, where do I go now? Ace of Wands. Well, you got lots of options there, Pisces. And there may even be one that you know that you want. But also remember, when you have all these options, it can be confusing and discombobulating. And are these actually all authentic options? Or did someone steal those options for you? Like you may not feel like all of these are truly, what are for your best experience, for your best energy, for your highest good. Like, how do I know which ones are real and which ones are a lie? Which ones involve people who aren't real with me, who may cheat or steal from me? And did I earn all of this, or did I get it through taking from others? But you're inspired by this. And you have double sevens here, which is like divine timing as well. You feel like you got away with something by having all of this instead of just appreciating your blessings. You feel guilty for having more than others, and you need to stop that. And now you are stopping that. You're becoming inspired now. There may have been a wound in you, like a starvation wound from war that made you feel guilty for having when others didn't. And now it's time to get past that, to learn to enjoy your blessings as you have them, because you never know when they're going to go away again, right? And this, what we went through, is teaching us that. Learn to appreciate what you have while you have it, because it may not be there tomorrow. All right, so why are you the Page of Pentacles? We have the King of Swords here and the Lovers reversed. The Page of Swords is upright. He's in his truth. But he can be a little harsh, though, because he is swordsies. He's not all lovey-dovey, right? And that can just indicate that. This is not someone who's all lovey-dovey and someone who wants to hug all the time. Or someone who feels like you don't love them. Or you don't have affection for them because maybe you don't always include them. This has having to do with the Page of Pentacles, though. Page of Pentacles, in this card, in this Page of Pentacles card, there's two people, right? Because there's a peacock over here. So it could be a bird, but this can reference someone he likes, but he's not sure about this one. They look a little bit different than what he's used to, right? He's a little bit snobby. He's got two feathers in his cap and a good education. And this one's a peacock. They're beautiful colors, and her feathers aren't on her head. They're down here. What's that all about? And she's got a flower in her hair. It looks kind of funky. So can I trust this person? Because they're not like me. And is that me looking at myself? Have I become a different person? Or what do other people see when they see me? Maybe I'm the peacock. There's a King of Swords, whether that's you or that's the other person. There's Gemini energy. This can be a Gemini masculine. It's about learning about each other, even when you're different. It's coming from different cultures and backgrounds, but still learning to love each other and allow each other to have your differing points of view and opinions. You don't have to agree on everything to be loving and to learn from each other. This is someone who's keeping their distance physically, affectionately, because they're not clear about this person or this energy here. And then we have the Knight of Swords reversed. And this is someone either holding their tongue or lashing out. This can be very abusive energy. Maybe someone's been abused in the past and they assume the worst going into different situations, and they need to learn to not assume the worst about people, to give them a chance to open up. Around you, or how you're seen, is the Eight of Swords reversed, getting out of prison, jail, anxiety, fears, releasing yourself about the fears of others, expecting the worst every time you meet someone. This is getting over yourself, letting go of regret, loss, any kind of grief, guilt or shame, but also getting past the past, letting go, getting over yourself, right? Self-importance, that you have to cling to your old wounds because that makes you feel worthy of getting something. You don't need to have past pains in order to be worth love in every moment. This is releasing yourself from like duty and obligation, a prison that doesn't need to be yours. Hanging out, being wise, seeing new perspectives. Okay, by letting go of the why in the road, making that decision, getting past the past, past the hurt, the guilt, shame, whatever it is that you're feeling, by seeing new perspectives, by just being still and hanging out. All right, you're getting over it. You're no longer feeling hung out to dry. This is allowing time to see new perspectives. And perhaps you tripped up because you needed to drop the facade, the mask, the act, in order to break patterns and become a better person, become a better you, become an authentic you, to release yourself from prison. And that could be a family prison, right? This is just family dysfunction, financial loss, or feeling like your money is draining because you don't have a job right now. This also could be making a big purchase. Maybe you feel like you tripped up in making such a big purchase where you lost money and had to learn a lesson the hard way, and loving yourself anyway. Okay? So the block you have here is the Chariot. Why is the Chariot a block? Chariot's a big, bold move. A move, travel, ascending to a new place. You're ready to go forward, full strength, full steam ahead. And that could be a ship as well. Your ship's coming in. Why are you not letting it? This is someone waiting for you outside in the car. Why aren't you ready? Why aren't you jumping on it? And she's saying, what the heck? And this could be a Scorpio or a Cancer that's around you as well. Saying, what's taking you so long? And that can be literal or just figuratively. Feeling defenseless to the energies coming in. Feeling attacked or under siege, feeling ganged up on. Maybe the power is too powerful, you're not ready for it. You're feeling weak compared to this power. Maybe you don't feel like you're as strong as this energy, but you are. There's detoxing going on here. There may have been something you've been through that you need to heal. And so perhaps you're not quite ready to make that big, bold move. But it looks like you are becoming empowered. You're ready to start over again. Just get past the block of other people's expectations of you. You don't have to do what they want. If they're waiting out there for you, then they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. When you're ready, you're ready. Right? When you're not feeling weak anymore. This is a need for courage and strength. A needing to no longer care what other people think. A need for, and you're detoxing, which is good. This is letting go of any toxicities in your life, addictions, codependencies. And then ready to go forward in a big, bold way. So what is the judgment here at the end? This is beautiful energy here. This is getting past some crap, and then good news comes in, which is inspiring, perhaps propels you forward to a new passion where you have all of these options. But just needing to get past, which ones are which are the good ones, which ones are the bad ones for you. And not allowing other people around you to push you into what your passion is. Releasing yourself, allowing yourself to be a student again. And then you have here a big decision made, perhaps a cattle call, an announcement, a wake-up call to action, perhaps music being piped in. It could be the Pied Piper too, calling you in. We have starting over in love, right? In a losing battle, letting go of the fight, getting clarity in a situation, after the battle, after the war, ready to start over in love, now that you've received clarity. So after the war you felt confused, but then you received clarity because this announcement or judgment came out, or some kind of call or wake-up call with good news that came in, or a discussion or hanging out with people that perhaps enlightened you to a full transformation, a death. This is a rebirth. So allowing the full death, transformation, transition, or end to happen, not being afraid of death. Look at that. That's fully empowered. This is the wheel going forward again. Right? Akashic Records having schooled the goose. Now, because you allowed this, now the wheel can turn forward, and there's Scorpio and Libra here as well. That's really powerful, Pisces. Wow. And you could have those energies around you, Scorpio and Libra. The other major arcanas from the main cards, we have Leo, Cancer, Aquarius. And that's it for the main parts of the read. And then, like I said, I had to tell you that because there are bold energies coming in together of Scorpio and Libra for me. Yeah. So let's clarify why we have... So there's this is big announcements here. Whether it's universal or just within your own life, you have the Six of Wands, right? Taking the lead, being an example, right? Leading the way. Or just bringing in the good news with a huge announcement here with the judgment. And so why is the Ace of Pentacles reversed there at the end? And that's your energy, Pisces, the world. There's completion here. Marching to the beat of your own drum, right? You got your DNA strands and your drumsticks and your twirling batons. This is coming full circle. You let go of the third baton. You finished the race. You've come full circle, and you have Jesus and Thoth watching over you. And the bulls and lions who are stubborn, right, and egotistical, they can't get to you. You've created your own healthy boundaries with nature and being authentic. So you see, she's got no clothes on. She's being fully exposed to the world. Allowing yourself to be completely you. Even to those who are very judgmental. This can be someone who's all about money, status, looks, superficial things. This also can be someone who's lost money and status, or someone who's ungrounded right now. not allowing them to pull you down to their energy. Allow them to rise to yours. So you're holding back until you're completely ready. Not when they're on their timelines, but your timelines. This King of Pentacles reversed may have no options but to express their feelings energetically back and forth, perhaps looking for jobs and work. And that could be someone who's around you. If you're feminine and this is a masculine around you looking for work, or having issues at work, or third party through work, but expressing their feelings about it, getting it out. Maybe you're helping them release their feelings and worries perhaps. But you may be on two different timelines. Like when it's time for one person to go forward doesn't mean it's necessarily the time for the other person to go forward at the exact same time. This other person may still be wounded and frustrated and need to release those energies, but don't let that hold you back. You need to go on your timelines. This person's drained. They could be dealing with difficult kids or crazy kids. This can be a Leo who's out of control, or ego that's out of control, not understanding, not able to conceptualize something, and clinging to their old wounds. So this is, you're past this energy. It's like, don't let this energy pull you down. And why is the Three of Pentacles reversed there? Well, there's a connection here. It may be a third party through work here, but there's no communication here. There's no messaging. But this is someone you're energetically connected to. There's no 3D communication, but you're connected by this. So what's coming up next for you with these cards here for Pisces? We have the moon, which is Cancer. So this has to do with the night. We just passed the full moon. We're way out, actually closer to the full moon now. But this is upright. This has to do with at night, howling at night. Maybe things come out at night, or maybe you had fun howling with your friends last night, or that's going to happen again tonight. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is feeling powerless. Maybe you lost money, power, and independence, or you are a dependent because you don't have a job right now. Or this can also be losing your single status, or making a big purchase. Maybe you have everything you need, but you're deciding whether or not you want to spend all your money on something. Is it worth it? But mostly I think at night you're just feeling powerless because you don't have a job, or you have issues at work, or a third party through work that you're connecting with. This is looking back, going back, thinking about going back, or living in the past. Right? Feeling guilty perhaps about having lost some money. Maybe there's something you did, it was a bad decision. But why are you allowing that to affect you now? You need to let go of what's happened. It's gone. It's in the past. And this is not feeling happy or not feeling satisfied about the past. And you have 2, 9, 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. And these two cards upright are two people totally empowered in their sovereignty. And then this would be being present. So at night, you lose the ability here. All right, this would be upright. This would be amazing. Okay, celebration, empowerment. But at night, you lose this. So you might be that during the day with somebody else. So these two energies can be both you, or they can be you and somebody else. That you're both looking back at the past at night, so it's kind of delaying things for you, or maybe you still need time to do that in order before you have your new start, to really get clear on something that happened. And then you have these two cards at the end. You have the Emperor upright and the Path. Okay, so you may be waiting for this person to come up to your timeline in order to choose the path together. Okay, so it looks like they are now because the Emperor's upright. So why do we have the moon there for Pisces? So we have Cancer added to the list, and then Aries as well. Why is the moon there for you? Again, this is that Ace of Swords reverse that came up here. Split, lie, or feeling divided. Pulling your own sword out of your heart, right? All of those wounds. Teaching yourself how to heal yourself, not relying on others to do it for you. Like if someone hurts you, not making them responsible for the wound. You're taking responsibility for your own wounds. You're pulling the sword out of your own heart. This is also about getting clarity on any kind of lies or split or divide that happened in your life. And that's what's holding back the new beginning. Maybe you need time to magnetize money or learn how to empower yourself. And here's saving money. So definitely getting more practical or moderate in how you think of money, how you deal with money, saving, right? Spending, and then something for fun, just like you would have a savings account. That's what I'm getting right now. Yeah, gaining clarity and saving at the same time, and not allowing anyone to push you when you're not ready. It's just at night, I think you get more anxiety about going forward, even though you're doing what's best for you right now. Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed for Pisces? Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed? We have the Moon reversed. This is deception, perhaps deceiving yourself. This is also can be needing to get up really early in the morning, right? The early bird catches the worm. And this can be the new moon that's coming up. Maybe you're losing your independence at the new moon, or you're planning on making a big purchase or losing your single status at the new moon. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're visiting with someone. Maybe you're going to visit someone, or maybe you're visiting someone now and you're going home. And it costs money. Ending an emotional cycle or a family cycle, right? So especially if you're younger, you could be leaving high school or leaving college and going to a whole new life, needing to let go of an emotional past with your family and growing up. And that can be with any relationship. So why do we have the Three of Wands reversed looking back and then the Nine of Cups reversed? Why all that? You're letting go of everything. All past emotions to become inspired, all dissatisfactions, all things that maybe weren't the wisest decisions. You're letting go of all that to be inspired through injustice and through dysfunction of family in order to become empowered in unconditional love and self-love. And perhaps the King of Cups. And this could be dealing with a family member to get past the injustice and dysfunction within the family, the lineage, the wounds that have come up. And then we have the Emperor. Why is the Emperor there for you in making a new path? It's like, oh, and it's having appreciation for your forefathers, your father, your grandfather, who have actually forged a path for you so you could be here and have the opportunities that you have today. Really showing appreciation for that. So the Emperor and Spirit's connecting with me. And I'm getting Trump as well included there. I'm not a supporter of politics in general, but that's just the message that's coming up here. Three of Wands is being present to the situation. And the satisfaction when there's nothing, just being happy with who you are. This is the crown, this is the big achievement. Choosing the path of least resistance, of being happy with whoever you are in this present moment. And then we have the Queen of Cups upright. All right, so we have an Emperor upright and we have a Queen of Cups upright for you, which can definitely be your energy, but it also could be a Scorpio or a Cancer person. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which can be a couple different things. This could be player energy. It can be someone who had good intentions rushing in, but then fell short on their energies. Maybe they couldn't follow through. Or this is because someone holding back their feelings altogether, their passions, and not expressing. But now the worst is over and the bliss is setting in. So even if you fell off the horse, doesn't mean you can't get right back up again and just enjoy the rest while you're down on the ground. You don't have to keep performing when you're not ready to. This is saying enjoy the bliss while you have the time to rest. You don't have to be going all the time. And then we have the Hierophant reversed and the Empress reversed. And this could be people who have come before you. These could be elders in your life. This can be you and another person, but they're both negative energies. It's like the falling of the patriarchy and the matriarchy that doesn't work for you. This can be a divorce. It could be a break in contract, but it also can be spirituality and thinking outside the box. But this is definitely lack mentality or someone who's ill. Maybe both of your parents are sick and you have to deal with that. All right, but this is all Taurus energy. Taurus is stubborn. This is like naysayers too, like a parent who doesn't agree with you. This is a religious person who doesn't agree with you. Like all of those who are working against you. The worst is over of the controllers. It's saying now. You may feel like you fell off the wagon, but enjoy the bliss of being still for the moment. As all of the old templating is I'm getting dismissed. And here we have the High Priestess too, reversed. All right, we have two Taurus energies and a Pisces energy here for me. They're all reversed. I'm getting 3 blind mice. Just because they're older and it was traditional doesn't mean it was the right way of doing things. You have to do what's right for you. But this also can be your energy. This can be needing to use your intuition or that a secret's out, a secret passion. Okay, perhaps between another Taurus and you may have Taurus in your chart. And this could be secret. But it looks like that secret may be coming out. It may throw you off balance here. There could be debt, scam, or an inequity in a relationship. Maybe someone who's taking advantage of you or vice versa. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and again, here's that 3 of Pentacles reversed that came up here. There's some kind of issue at work with imbalance, like losing money or losing a job or not getting along at work, or a third party through work. This is someone who can be greedy too. We had the King and Queen of Pentacles come up, both reversed. It could be 2 people who are all about money. And now having issues because they weren't being authentic to who they truly are, their soul purpose. So they perhaps had to take a loss in order to learn to drop their ego. This is having a big lesson in losing money in order to appreciate what they have. Insecurities, loss of tools, manipulation. Okay, manipulating money away from other people for their own purpose. And then going through the state of emergency, being broke down, broke up, broke through. Delays or cancellations of moves and trips and travel and ascension. This is like the old way of doing things. And then all of a sudden we come out with the Emperor reversed. Going through all of this stuff in order to learn how to be Emperor, how to be in control of your own higher self, and how to align with your true desires, your authentic desires, who you are. This is doing the work that fits you perfectly, where you're in control of your destiny, not others. So very interesting for you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you too. Where are we now? We're at 4. Oh, it's a long one. Sorry about that, Pisces. I'm not going to apologize. Giving you more information. It is long though. So again, you had Leo here, Cancer and Aquarius, and then Cancer and Aries came in. So for Pisces, Pisces sees himself as the student right now, with opportunity, with invitations, with lots of friends who love them, releasing themselves from any worry, inspired, truly inspired, and making other people wait if they need to. There is an announcement here, a call to action, a song, an air traffic controller with good news, ready to lead the way, right? The guidance system, GPS, air traffic controller, ground traffic controller, holding back the traffic when it's not ready to go, right? So when you have a red light, it's not time to go for a reason. And that's the energy they're coming up with for you right now. Just enjoy the no movement while you can. Let's see here. So you have a little cluster that came out here. There's a lot of red, We have door to romance, which is 33, the Christ vibration, and also the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself without getting triggered. It was coming up reversed in your read, right? Feeling defenseless. But this is about not caging your heart, right? Allowing someone the key to your heart. It's red. And then we have the community coming together with your friends, and the Chariot, right? When someone's pushing you, don't allow them to push you, make them wait. When you're ready, you're ready. And then we have deceit. So look at all the red in these cards. It's all about safety and security, foundation, and perhaps your friends, your community, those who you identify with, right? Are you deceiving them? Are they deceiving you because you want to fit in? All right, so we have the 33 of the Christ vibration, standing up for yourself, taking the high ground, the 7 of the Chariot, making a bold move or traveling, and then the Knight of Wands was reversed in the read. So this is definitely player, deceitful energy. Like, what's the energy that's not working for you anymore? Even though it may have once worked for you before, it may not be the energy you want to be around with anymore. So you have to be okay with that and make them wait for you. Don't let anyone push you into something that you don't want to do. And then we have patience. Okay? And this is like the Statue of Liberty with wings. Angels at the mercy. It's making me want to cry and laugh at the same time, or I don't know what to feel. It's confusing. That was really uncomfortable. It was like all over the place at the same time. It was exciting and beautiful and making me want to cry, and then making me not feel good at the same time. So then we have time. The time on the clock is 10:11 or 10:12, something like that. At night was coming up as an issue for you. There may be a wound regarding a certain time. You know, like Cinderella's bewitching hour, you had a time in your childhood that is a wound for you. And it may have to do with liberty and justice for all. When you had to say, what time did you have to say the Pledge of Allegiance at school? There's something about that coming up for somebody. You see how she's got liberty and justice for all, but she's unhappy. Why? This is coming up for a lot of people yesterday too, when I was pulling cards for people. The graduation card where she's got everything. She's enlightened and everything, but she's not happy. So this is getting all your wishes and then realizing when you get there, it's not exactly what you wanted. But there's definitely a wound about liberty and justice for all, or perhaps the Pledge of Allegiance. And I definitely was called to the Statue of Liberty, where I saw the Pleiadian ship coming in to the Statue of Liberty and the angels at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, at the mercy of your country, at the mercy of, I'm getting dreadlocks now too. Your time has come. It's like you're shedding your wings for new wings to come. Like you were an angel, but now you're actually stepping up to a higher level. Like you see how these wings are brown? It's like dead leaves. It's time for your wings to fall. There's a new flight that you need to catch. It's time to fly, and that could have to do with the airlines too. It's time to book your flight. And Spirit's really connecting with me. Take flight. Take liberties. Be happy. If it isn't what you expected, then change. You can always change with the wind. You're at liberty to do that. You're shedding your wings. When they get too heavy, you have to let them die and slough off so that you can be freed up again to start something new. Patience. Tick tock, tick tock. All right, so I'd like to hear if you have any comments about that. Let me know about your experience growing up, if there's any wounds that are coming up for you regarding that. It's all about safety and security, and how much do we learn about safety and security from the schools that we grow up in, and the deceit, the players, the friends, you know, the keeping up with the Joneses in school, you know. And then we have these 3 cards wanting to come up for you. The woman holding the heart, 44. That is the grounding and integrating and allowing yourself to receive love. being the girl, even if you're a guy, allowing your feminine side to come through. We have that along with the 17th, take action, action, the two stallions, the polarities of the black and white, merging together as one to be the star that you are, which is all about love. And there's the man holding the heart. Check that out. That's for you, Pisces. There's two people who belong together. The man is sad. He's grieving. And you need to allow the love in. He made a mistake, and you need to open your heart again, so you can run with the wind, right? So this is someone empowering themselves on their own, but they're still sad because they're missing someone that they long for. And they just needed time to come into their empowerment and grow their new wings. Wow, there's a lot of red here, guys. Anxiety is the underlying energy. 18 is the moon, so at night is when your anxiety comes up regarding the journey. Right? Taking a new path and not knowing which direction to go, but just allowing it. Instead of anxiety, allow it to be excitement. Again, I'm going to show you, there's all red here. Allow yourself to feel safe and secure, empowered by friends, by your own heart. All right? Knowing when someone's deceiving you and being able to dismiss them from your life. And also to come together after someone may have changed their ways, giving them a second chance. Okay? And being at liberty to decide whatever you want to decide when it's in your time. That you may not accept them back right away, but maybe you will. 16 is the tower moment, and that's coming first, and then this comes in. You find unhappiness alone, and you realize who it is you truly miss. And that doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a brother, right? How close you are to actual brother. Maybe you didn't show enough gratitude to a sibling, whether it's a brother or sister. And realizing how similar you truly are and how much you want to bond. So let's see what with the romance angels, what do we have for Pisces? You got a long one today, Pisces. Maybe it's because my Pisces daughter's home right now. Take a deep breath and let it all out. Playfulness. To capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. All right, so release yourself from the prison and allow yourself to be in joy. You don't have to do anything you don't want. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Aww. And there is new love here for you guys. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That's beautiful, and it's so sweet. The underlying energy is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So there may be something you're letting go, and it doesn't have to be a relationship, like a sexual relationship. Whatever it is that wasn't working for you, even though you worked really hard to get there, you can still change direction at any time. And it looks like love may be your new focus right now. And then we have the numerology deck. So let's see what you have from that. And then I'm going to let you go. So we don't go over an hour. Time. Be patient. 60 minutes, 2020. That's coming up. A couple cards. All right, you have individuality, be your authentic self. 11 is justice. The justice is being your authentic self. And these two flew out on their own as well. Self-discipline and pride. Self-discipline's 41 is self-love, spiritual love, and new love. And letting go of your pride for love, okay? That's really important here. You have a lot of sacral and third eye energy as well as heart-based energy. So sexuality and creativity. And letting go of the pride. And not being so self-disciplined that it gets in the way of love. Because love is always first. The underlying energy is health. Make sure that you're taking good care of yourself, especially in the workplace as well. And what you do for work needs to be healthy for you as well. And I think that's it. I hope that was helpful for you, Pisces. Let me know below. Make sure you drink your water. Get your rest. It's post-war. We're getting done with the cleanup and all that. We're getting done with the looting and the PTSD. It's time for love, you guys. Drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. It's a beautiful sunny day outside right now. My son's just about to walk outside the door. The sun and the sun. Rise and be love, you guys. Bye.